Hey guys, welcome back to another video. My name is Avery and my business or side hustle is XF Sports Cards. But yeah, that's if you're new to the channel. If not, welcome back to another video. I apologize, I have not posted it in a pretty long time. Maybe here and there on my Instagram or TikTok. Also at XF Sports Cards. If you want to check us out there, along with on our eBay and here. If you want to subscribe, hit that notification bell, so you never miss one of our videos, even though we don't post very often. But we've got a lot of new updates to go over, a lot of new cards, a lot of just everything. And I might treat this video a little bit like a live stream, not so many edits or cuts or anything. I'm just gonna kind of leave it as is. As you can see, the cat's back there, enjoying the cards too. We'll call that one Card Cat. And I guess, I don't know, we'll think of a name for the other one. Got two cats and dog roaming around here somewhere, so we'll call, that one's Clover, but we'll call her Card Cat. But yeah, so without further ado, let's get into it. Recently, kind of cool, basically made some merch, just kind of fun. He's done by someone at one of the tournaments we sold at. So far, just my brother, myself, and then, my guy, Andrew. I don't know if he's been in any of our videos, but big help, best employee, best person that works for us, for my brother and I. Only 3 hats out there, but if you guys want, I can make some more. Probably, I don't know, these hats weren't exactly cheap. I mean, $35, so I'd probably have to make them a little bit pricier. Or, this kind of brings me to my next point. We were doing the garage, and so ripped down this piece of sheetrock, and I'm like, hey, that would look kind of cool to, hi, Card Cat, to kind of make some art out of it or whatever, display in my room down here. If you want me to do the art, could probably sell those hats, $25-$30 pop or whatever, but probably not famous enough to start selling merch, of course, but just living the dream, selling some cards, You probably see this big mess to the side of me. So a while ago, I don't know if I posted a video on it even, or if you guys saw this video, but picked up this huge, card lot, and there were tons of graded hockey, there were autographs, there was a lot of stuff in there. And in fact, a lot of it sold, it's already gone. But, I mean, this guy brought in 7,000 cards. You just gave him a couple $100 cash for all these cards. Mostly was interested in the graded, the autos and stuff, But, you just had all these baseball cards. I think most of these are, 21s and 22s. Some decent cards in there. Obviously, I've either pulled all the autographs out or there's not many. But, getting ready for baseball season coming up, hoping to land some tournaments here. So we've got some cool baseball cards and stuff that we're kind of holding on to a little bit, but, something just caught my eye, actually. What's this? What is this? But, so I guess without further ado, let's just get into it. Now, not the best part about this business, not my favorite part, but obviously Pokemon is thrown in there. So, what I will be doing, our cost is pretty low on these cards because people just want to come in, they want to get rid of their Pokemon cards, they want to switch over to sports cards. So I get these pretty cheap, and usually I throw them out there for pretty cheap because thing is, at the end of the day, some of these little kids, I'm not saying that all Pokemon collectors are little kids, obviously, but some of the ones that they just enjoy, I don't know, they super excited about the hobby. They don't really do anything graded. They don't do anything insane. They just really enjoy just getting the cards and, showing them to their friends. So we made these cool little packs. And here's the thing with these packs. These could be for serious collectors, too, because some of the cards that you get out of here, jackpots, some of them are pretty good. I somehow pulled one with 6 cards. They're supposed to have 5. Some have 6. But if you get this little yellow slip, I don't even know if I'm going to be able to find one. But, basically the odds of you pulling a jackpot out of here, it's actually pretty good odds. You'll have about a 7% chance, 6 or 7% chance of actually getting a jackpot. And let's actually show you what these jackpots consist of. Okay, up, down, up, down, up, down, of course. Yeah, it's part of it. So, at XF Sports Cards, that's in our name. That's the main part of it. Here's the deal behind it. We mostly buy sports cards. We don't really, in sports memorabilia, we don't really deal in Pokemon, but we'll get it in occasionally. And yes, you probably, first thing that caught your eye is probably this card. Yeah, got the right one there. 2016 Charizard. Yeah, it's a pretty collectible card. It's up there for, people enjoy that card. People want that card, and in nicer condition, 9s, 10s by PSA. $150 card. But, thing is that, it's like, I've had 3 of these so far. This is my 3rd one, So I put it on here for $100. It's not worth $100 exactly because, it's pretty rough shape. But, it was just our listed price. But, I realized instead of trying to sell these, it'd be kind of cool. Little kids really like these packs. So, some of these kids, they'll want to pull some of these because there's some good cards in here. I really don't know much about the values. I'm just eBay comp. Comparing them off of eBay prices. So, this here, I have listed for $200. This one's $100, and this one's $100. And all the other prices go down from, $80 all the way down to the lowest one's $20 for jackpots. Basically, I'm selling these for $5 a pop. But hey, if you end up, seeing us at one of these tournaments and, you watch our content, show us that you're subscribed. I'll give you a free pack or so. And I could give you a really good deal on a bunch of these because, again, we don't have too much of a cost in there. So, make us an offer right now. $5 a pack. That's what we sell them at. 5 cards, 5 or 6 cards. Again, like I said. But yeah, so that's about it with the Pokemon. I think the one thing that I kind of neglected to mention. So the typical pack that we make, there are really 2 types of packs. So the first type. Actually, this isn't a basic pack either. So. The first type of pack consists of an energy, a trainer, and 3 random Pokemon cards. Some of them being reflective Pokemon. But other ones well, I guess that's basically it. Those are the main 2 types. Otherwise, the other half, they just consist of completely random ones. So, there's some where it's, all energies, and then there's some where, you've got... Actually, little hint is if you get, one of the shiny cards in there, you've got a better chance of actually getting a jackpot. Because I think all the jackpots are in ones that have a reflective card. So, don't tell anybody else. But yeah, so $5 a pack. Show us that you're subscribed. I'll give you a free pack. Or, I'll give you a really solid deal on a bunch of them. Let's just get these things sold. Again, not a Pokemon collector here, so I don't know too much about it. So, it's kind of tough. But, yeah, with baseball season here, let's talk a little bit about baseball cards, because, why not? Baseball season, baseball cards, makes all the sense. So, you obviously saw, I'm actually going to tilt the camera a bit. I don't want to do this too much this video. Kind of a messy room, but, there's, 1,500 cards right here, all from that same series. So, baseball season here, things are kicking up, things are in place with baseball cards and stuff, and I'm just, trying to do what I can. Well, actually, I don't know if you guys can see it. The wheel we're gonna redo the wheel, but our first wheel that was our first wheel. That one didn't work out so well because it didn't look very presentable. Call it the wheel of death. A lot of people call it that. Then we had a normal wheel, like $30 wheel, and just kept ripping on it, and kind of fell apart. And the final wheel is the wheel of death, and that wheel, and kind of looks like that, except it was like more centered. Just didn't work out as well, But on that wheel coming up when we replace it, I'm not gonna pull all these out, but there's 134 of these like kind of reprint Babe Ruth cards, so they're kind of cool. So I'll put these on the wheel. Babe Ruth is great. Instead of having a bunch of Gretzky's, we'll have a bunch of Babe Ruths in there. Yeah, so it's kind of cool. Also, interesting factor, I don't think I ever said this, but, out of all the older cards we've had 3 main ones that I consider extremely old. We've had, the 1911. We had, like the Joe Wood 1922. That one sold for a decent chunk of change. This is the last one we have left. 1933 Big League Chew pack. Not a very desirable card. You definitely want that Babe Ruth in there, but, it's a decent card. So, if anyone's interested, I got like $20 on it. I would take like 15, reasonably. It's a reasonable price for it, probably. Or make me an offer. It's been sitting for a little while, so, Also coming up with baseball, I don't know if I ever showed these off, so it's kind of the baseball collection. I don't know if you can even see me. I'm right here. Card kid here. Not a kid anymore. Actually, hey, that's kind of a cool thing. I don't know if I mentioned this. My 18th birthday was just last January, so that was a lot of fun. Went to the casino. Don't gamble, kids. Little they call it like PSA or whatever. Not the grading company, but announcement. Don't gamble, kids. But yeah, so in here, Pete Rose, Willie Mays, 62. We actually have a really cool 62 coming up here in a short bit. Kirby Puckett, shirtless, of course. I don't know, just pulled that out of a pack. Threw it in here. No price on it yet. It's whatever. I don't really recognize like that player there, or any of these players here, or any of these players down here. But they're kind of a little bit more valuable cards. I'm trying to think who's down here. Is it? Yeah, Bo Jackson. I don't want to say it and look like an idiot, but Bo Jackson's down there. 87, so that would be 87. Why am I blanking? Yeah, I think that's his second year baseball. But, yeah. Bo Jackson. Yeah, that's right, because he's 86. He's an 86 rookie baseball, and he's a 89 rookie football. Which, of course, we also have right there. It's kind of hard to see. Right there. Right where my finger is. That's one of the entire sets with his card right there. I've already shown that off quite a few times, so it's whatever. Who else is on here? Ramirez. Just threw that in there. Actually, we got a Shohei Ohtani. It might be a 2022, 2021. It's on the wheel. That's the card on the sign. Yeah, it was for $20 as well, so cool little jackpot too. Baseball season. Cy Young. Absolutely adore this card. Got in the same lot that I got that 33. But the kind of fortunate part is that it's kind of in crap condition, so the card's not worth too much. If you got 40 on it, that might be a little high. Again, I would take probably like 20 or so. I don't know. Don't quote me on that, but kind of a cool card. A little bit disappointed in the grade. Of course, Jackie Robinson reprints, but, actually thinking about getting an original. It's kind of like Gordie Howe, Gordie Howe's up there, behind the Gretzky rookies, which are up there. There's 2 Gordie Howes, And then this top row right here, this top row, there's another 3 Gordie Howes. But like it's funny because in that hockey card album right there, that blue card album that's like right there, there's like some reprint ones that you can pull. I just recently pulled one, so it was kind of funny. I always thought it was cool that I had some Gordie Howe cards in there. And then I'm like, it would be really cool to get an original. Made that deal and got 5 originals created by PSA. Just one deal, 5 of them, which is kind of crazy. See what else is on this page. I gotta look at it because I don't know what's here. John Daly, I think, golfer. I don't know if that's how you say his name. I think that's right. I don't really know many of these people. Franco, I don't know who that is or that. Clemens. We got the Aaron Judge, one of these, which is super cool. That'll probably be coming up soon. You guys have already seen most of these. I just threw some new cards in here. It's nothing like too exciting. We got a lot of new like die cut cards in here, I'm pretty sure. Actually, I'm sorry. That was also part of a deal. I traded the Mac Jones 101 for a bunch of cards. So I'm like, well, I'd rather have, I think it was like 50 or 100 better players, for hockey and football for the most part. And I'm like, I'd rather have these than the Mac Jones 101 because I'm like, no one's going to buy that necessarily. I mean, it's a 101 and it's cool, but it's Mac Jones. So, like, I got a bunch of these, and then we ended up getting that, like, pink Ovechkin in there. So that's on my eBay right now. At XF Sports Cards again. Gotta plug that eBay because I want to get some sales in there. But listed $100. I just threw it in that, like, thicker case. Let's see. A nicer version of, like, one of these cases here. These are crap, but, like, a nicer magnetic case. So, yeah, it's in there. With a little, like, PSA sleeve thing over it, or, like, one of those graded card sleeves over it, but, yeah, $100 on my eBay. I've seen 2 of them graded, both 10s, online. Well, I saw one posted on a social media platform, and then the other one, I just found out because I just looked up the search, but the thing is that there's only 2 graded, both 10s, and then there's mine, and those are the only 3 I could find on Google, eBay, all these places. Can't find any other ones, and it's really weird, because I could use some help on that. Card Shop told me it was worth $5, but, like, if people are gonna grade it, and, if people, I already have 2 watchers on that one, there's a few days left on it, I think it's worth a little bit more than $5. So yeah, it's posted on there for 100. Make me an offer if you're interested. I'm open to, not any offer, but I'm open to, a number. But yeah, so we did do some trades. The last tournament we were at, I like trading. Personally, gets a little exhausting, but trading's fun. Kind of a cool thing about this, not necessarily these, but see it's like lettered. Okay, so I just saw this on Instagram, someone completed, it was 5 sets and spells out Gretzky, so it's 1 card for each letter of Gretzky's name. I believe they might have all been out of 10, so there's only 10 of each of those in the world. So this guy, he completed 2 of them for the Oilers, 1 for Kings, 1 for Rangers, and 1 for Blues, and he had them listed out, like, it said Gretzky, like so on and so forth. Each letter was a card, okay? And every single card was signed. We've got a Gretzky autograph up there, posted $750, but that's that's just a poster. It doesn't even have a certificate of authenticity. These are like full-on cards and stuff, like really nice looking cards with autographs, and I don't know if they're patches, but actually now that I think about it, they might be patches. So this collection, I'm estimating, at like 35 cards, it's got to be worth probably 50 grand or something. But it was super cool because it's not every day that you see, even online, someone just complete a beautiful collection like that. Bravo to that person. Fantastic. Other news, actually, of course, everyone knows Ovechkin broke Gretzky's goal record. So that's pretty good for him. I'm not going to say that Ovechkin's better than Gretzky because I absolutely love Gretzky. Ovechkin, it's good in my eyes, but as a Gretzky fan, stung a little bit, but, that's good for him. It's great. So it's kind of cool. Should maybe do a price verification on this card. Trevor Lawrence, rated rookie, red. Yeah, I really don't know much about cards. It's funny. Yeah, huge collection, 50,000 cards, and I don't know enough about them. It's kind of embarrassing. Nah. I know a lot about hockey, I just don't, yeah, I don't know. Ooh, speaking of rated rookies, we grab a super, super cool one. Actually, you'll be able to see, here's Pink Ovechkin in the background behind this little stand. You can probably barely see him. I have a sticker tag on there, $300. Post on my eBay, $100. Make me an offer at XF Sports Cards. I'm gonna keep the plug real. All right, I gotta cover his number, but my brother that I run my business with, younger brother, I'll be passing this business on to him when I go off to college. We'll continue working together. So you'll probably see less of, this room and maybe more of a college dorm. Whatnot, too. We'll be starting that up in April 22nd, something like that. So, yeah, April 22nd, check that out at XF Sports Cards, of course. But, yeah, so we'll be selling. We'll be out of North Dakota. And, when it does come to it, here, we'll still be working tournaments. So, Minneapolis, a little bit north of Minneapolis, like northwest, some of those cities, you'll see us in some of them, like Blaine, Elk River, where else? Rogers, we'll be at some of those tournaments. I also want to give a shout out to all those, to all the people that have, helped us with getting started and getting into this business, because I want to show my appreciation here. Thank you guys so much. You know who you are, but yeah, so we'll be at quite a few of these tournaments. I'm trying to renew some stuff so we get these tournaments next year too. I don't know if I'll get to the point where I'm posting schedules yet of them, but again, that area, I probably won't be at a lot of them, but my brother will. He'll have all the cards set up and everything. Probably not many people that are fans, but if you are a fan of the channel, and you're subscribed and stuff, just let my bro know, and he'll hook you up with some cool cards. But yeah, let me show you. This is not for sale. I don't want this to sell, so this is not going to be for sale. Unless if my brother says it's fine. I cut up one of his business cards. So, a little bit of backstory. We had this card before. It was graded a 9. You might recognize it if it was in one of the very early or earlier ones. So if it was before January, if it was a video before January, you might have seen this card. It's graded a PSA 9, but it's sold. My brother got it for his birthday. Super excited when he got it. Sad to see it go, I know. Really shouldn't sell those gifts. I even picked that one out for him, before, and I was like, Mom, get him this card. He's going to love it, and he's been talking about it, and, she did. He loved that card, and even at, we posted for $135, because we didn't think anyone was going to buy it. Some kid came up, and he was like, Mom, can I get that card? And, she's like, no, that's $600, and he's like, can I get that card? And she's like, fine, sold for $135. I know it's kind of a ripoff, but, we really did not want to sell that card because it was sentimental, but we had to throw a price on it, to make it fit. This one, though, no price on it because this is my gift to my brother, Will. That card, of course, is a rated rookie. Lamar Jackson, rated rookie. Again, his business card's up there. I'm blurring out his number and stuff, email, so I don't want you guys contacting him. You guys could contact me. Actually, if you're interested in any cards, of course, check out my eBay first, DM me here first, but, I I do have an email. I also have Venmo set up, so of course, I could just send you the link to my Venmo or some, if you DM me, and I'll ship you the cards. But DM me, of course, do not, comment or anything. I just keep it more private. If you want me to throw any cool cards out there for pretty cheap, like starting bid $1, we can maybe try a few of those out. We'll pick some cards. Not baseball, of course, but some others. You guys really have seen, most of the baseball collections. I mean, we'll go over a few of them. Just because, you guys have seen Bo Jackson's rookie, Michael Jordan baseball. I don't need to show you those. Cal Ripken, Ricky Henderson. I'm just going to shout out these cards because very cool. One leaf, not even graded, but it's leafed. And then that'll be the first one I'll show you. And then the next ones, actually I won't show you that one first. I'll show you that one second to the last. Okay, so again, I'm new to this. I've been doing this for a year, and I do not do baseball. The amount of football or basketball or hockey cards we have compared to baseball, it's tremendous. We have so many. I mean, sets and stuff. Of course, we've got a crap ton of baseball, but nicer, or graded baseball, it's a fraction. We probably have at least 30 of hockey, football, or basketball graded cards. 30 of each at least, probably, and about 135 graded cards total, and only 20 of them are baseball. So we gotta step up the game a bit. First card I'll show you is a 9. It is a 2022 Topps O'Neal Cruz. Pretty cool card. Not a super expensive card by any means. It's his rookie, so pretty cool, Let's check. That's not. It is. This is a rookie. I just missed that. Okay. Next card is also a rookie. 9.5 CSG. Nolan Arenado. Sorry. I really apologize. I do not know these baseball cards very well, or baseball players. I actually price checked this, and this price is a little high. But here's the thing. This card reasonably goes for anywhere from 80 to about 200. So 150 is an okay range. Baseball, I am not going to be doing so many deals on my baseball cards because, again, we get baseball seasons coming up. I'm not going to sell too much, but next one you guys have probably seen. I don't know who this is. A lot of people, I've asked, don't know who this is, but it's a Leaf Metal Draft. Ian Seymour. I don't know if you guys know him. Comment down below if you've recognized the name. 101. Pretty cool. Got a few 101s in the collection. Nothing too good. And, of course, my absolute favorite. And this is overpriced because I don't want this to sell. And if it does sell, it is a awesome card. And I really, really prefer it if it did not sell. It is a 9.5 CSG Mike Trout Shohei Ohtani. Bam! Cool card. Shaking hands. So cool. Now, obviously, I don't know a lot of baseball players, but obviously I know those two. I mentioned Shohei before, and, Mike Trout, we've got a number of his cards. Got this on a little stand over here, too, because it's cool. With baseball season coming up, of course, check out the Kirby Puckett softball. It's hidden. I've shown that before, but it's kind of hidden back here. Kirby Puckett autograph softball. I'm actually not going to show this up close because here's what I'm hoping. My grandpa, he has met a ton of professional baseball players from the Twins, especially some really great names that you guys have probably heard. Obviously Puckett, but there are so many more, and I'm not going to spoil anything else. I'm going to have him on at some point, hopefully within the next month, I'll have him on the YouTube channel talking about, all of the different people he's met throughout the years, all the different professional players. Yeah, that'd be super cool. Some local ones though, which is kind of cool. So I got a teacher. I'm not gonna say his name. If he wants me to, he can email me, or he can tell me that'd be fine if I give him a shout out. But so I've got a teacher that's one of our local NHL players. So we've had seven NHL hockey players from my small town of Elk River, and one of them is his nephew, which is super cool. So, my sister and I had him as a teacher, and goes to our church really close in the community. So he invited my brother's in now middle school, but he knows my brother a little bit. He's seen him at church and stuff. So he's invited my brother and I to go play pond hockey with him. Well, we got put on a team against him, and he is professional hockey player's uncle. He coached my dad when he was younger, I think, and I don't know if he still does, but he coached, high school girls hockey, I believe. And not only that, is another local professional hockey player from Elk River. Three of his nephews played against us, so that was fun. My brother and I got absolutely demolished, so that was fun. A lot of fun. But yeah, let's get back to this. So, honestly, actually, you guys have seen this too much. You guys have seen this album too much. You got some more die cuts in here. I'll probably try and save a lot of these for whatnot. Here's some new ones that we have. We got My House Luka. We've had My House Luka graded. Crack case. Sad story. But My House Luka in here. My House Trae Young. Also super cool. And then, let me make sure I got that right. Splash. Jason Tatum. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Got those for free, actually. So I will give you a shout out. Real Sports Cards. You guys have hooked my brother up with some really great cards, throughout the past year. And I wanted to thank you guys. So I'll give you guys a shout out. Real Sports Cards, Champlin, Minnesota. Go to them. They've got a wide selection of stuff to pick from. And, they're really nice guys. So, yeah. But yeah, that's where we got that Michael Jordan baseball card. That's where I got the Randy Moss rookie ticket. Super cool card. I don't know if you guys remember that one. I've thought about buying a new one, but, just not yet. Ooh, try this one. Baseball, Shohei Ohtani, Bomb Squad. You guys can't see it. It's right, shiny. It's right on the end. Yeah, right there. Bomb Squad. You can see a De La Cruz down there, and another Pete Rose. Oh, Magic vs. Jordan. Michael Jordan. A couple cool cards. I gotta stop going through this because I'm loving these cards, and I just want to show them to you guys. You guys have already seen them. So I'll put this album away now. Let's take a look. The other Wheel of Death. Got a lot of great cards in here, too. I'm not going to go through everything in here. There's so many new cards. I threw a bunch of numbers, a bunch of patches. I'm just going to pull out some of the better ones. Just some that I'm hoping are still in here. And here's one small downside of this business. One very small downside. Very, very small downside. It's very sad when this happens, but we do get a lot of theft, unfortunately. or some theft, you know. Maybe not a bunch, but we get some theft occasionally. And it's, you know, it's unfortunate, but it is what it is. And, you know, Justin Fields, Dobbins, Garrett Wilson. That's a good card right there. There's another one in Alabama, I want to say. What's some baseball? I've got 2 of these guys in here. Both autographs. $15 a piece. Come on. Give me 10 for the pair. If you're on eBay, 20 for the pair. I gotta drive out, you know, package them out. And you're paying for shipping too. Okay. Really high price on this. Great condition though. Probably 8, 9. But $10 for that all day if you're interested. Or I'll try to upcharge you. Here it is. I'm pretty sure that's the same guy. Both numbered too, so I mean, yeah, so it's Alex Young, 1 out of 75 and 1 out of 299. Both tops. Pretty cool. Who's this? Lonzo. Yeah, it's an okay card. Looks like we got Aaron Judge. Who else we got in here? I love throwing cards in here because sometimes I know what I've thrown in here. So we have the Shohei Ohtani. This is the design of the card. It's this, what is this, Topps? I don't know exactly what this is called, but it's one of these, but it's Shohei Ohtani. That's what's on the wheel. This is kind of a cool card. Jersey. Baseball. Baseball season's coming up, so. Oh, hey, what's this out of? This one's out of 99. Tatis Jr. I'm trying to think. I feel like I recognize the name. Obsidian. That's, you know, it's a cool card. I might actually upcharge on that. We'll see. We'll see. Make me an offer. Make me an offer. Make me an offer. What else we got in here? Griffey. Numbered? No. 24. That'd be cool if it was numbered. So, yes. 4. Sorry, I'm looking for a card. Looking for a card. Here's a rookie. This is, like, this one's unfortunate. It's out of 199. I don't recognize who this is, but it's a rookie. It's orange. You know. I sometimes just appreciate how some of these cards look. But, you know. My collection looks like crap compared to some people. You know. Which is crazy. I know you shouldn't compare. Don't compare yourselves to other people, you know. Especially collecting wise. It really sucks. And it's not fun. Let's see. What order do I want to put these in? These don't matter too much. Probably that. How much? 30? Yep. 30. That's not bad. It's a cool card. Alright, let's just go through these. We actually do have a Sports Illustrated. It's a rookie LeBron James. It's back there. You guys have seen it before. Got another rookie LeBron James back there too. It's not up in that case. But speaking of Sports Illustrated, Christian Yelich, Sports Illustrated. J.J. McCarthy, rookie. Jaden Daniels, rookie. Jaden Daniels by Storm, rookie. Anthony Richardson. I had the chance of getting a couple of these. Anthony Richardson, rookie, out of $3.99, pink, cool card. The other one was orange. I don't think it was numbered either. It's like, if I have to get one, I might as well get this one. Ooh, great Sports Illustrated card. Not the best one in the collection, like, remember LeBron James, but Patrick Mahomes. Actually, what year is this? Is this rookie or 2018? I think. I don't remember. Yeah, 2018 reached milestone. Already running up 40 minutes. Holy. I'm getting tired. It's probably 10 o'clock at night. Freddie Freeman, patch. Is this a rookie? I don't know. 2023. Let me know in the comment section if you know. We're getting into RPA territory. So there's 2 of them. Rookie patch auto. Don't know who this guy is, but it's kind of cool. Chunk of football in there. Couple patches. Autograph. Rookie. Bam. $30 right now. It's out at $2.99. Next one you will probably recognize. Malik Willis. Out of 75 RPA. Yeah. People have been saying I should get more RPAs. We got a couple in the collection. Not a lot. So, comment down below. Let's get some RPAs in this collection. You guys start buying some cards. I'll start showing off some cooler cards. Because, you know, it's the way the world goes around, you know. So, I'll start getting some more RPAs. I'll tell you what. Once I start selling those Pokemon, if I pretty much sell out, I'll spend like a third of that on getting some new RPAs. Now, obviously, you guys can see this. Aaron Judge, I talked about it before. Cool card. $50. That's a high price. This card is retail $35, okay? Here's the thing. I'm not going to sell it for less than like $40. And the reason why, well, I did get in the deal with all these baseball cards, but the reason why I don't want to sell it for less than like $40 is because it's a really cool card and he's a really good player. And it's out at $2.99. So again, you could buy this for cheaper, and the price might have gone up, might have gone down. $50, I'll do $40. Yeah, call it a deal. If not, I'm sorry. That's the best I could do. Baseball season's coming up. Someone else would probably rather have that in their collection. I don't know if yeah. I think I showed off the numbered Kaprizov. The other numbered Kaprizov. Not the one from that deal I've been talking about with all the baseball cards. But this numbered Kaprizov, someone pulled this out of one of our Young Guns packs. So I'm like, I'll give you a trade. Trade him a couple hockey cards for it. Then I looked up, I'm like, crap, $60 card, $65 card. I'm like, yeah, so actually it was worth a little bit more. So I'm like, here, take this free, like, $10, $15 card. I'm like, I felt a little bad. Bedsy. Crosby. Yeah, you've seen that one. You've seen that one. Got another Luke Hughes Young Guns. You probably saw that. One of my favorites, Evolve Gretzky's. I actually have Gretzky. Let me know if you recognize that reference. That's pretty funny. Gretzky. I actually do have every single team Gretzky played for, including some of the tougher ones. Got another Crosby. 1,500 points, Gretzky. I'm a Gretzky fan. Big Gretzky fan. Never saw him play, but I wish. Oh, this is cool one. I love this card. McDavid. Cool card. Couple, Diary of Phenom. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right, but that's, both Sidney Crosby's, and the rookies. Rangers Gretzky. Blues Gretzky. There you go. I had 2 of those. I sold one. Some kid bought it. How much should I have that for? $25. I might actually raise the price. You guys might hate me for that one, but I gotta have Blues in my collection. I got tons of Oilers, tons of Kings, couple Rangers. Rangers, I only have 2. Kings, I have probably 100 or so. We just pulled a few more. Oilers, 80, 60, 70, whatever. I don't know. Whatever. Just filing through these, see what I could find. And I think we're coming down. Yeah, you guys have seen all these before. Got some cheaper cards in here, too. So we got some recent cheap cards, including this Black Diamond. Doesn't have the diamond. We do have an ungraded one with the diamond, which is cool. Not even numbered, I don't think. But it's only a 7. That sucks. So, $25. Call it 17 or 20 or whatever if you guys see us at a tournament. This one, cheapest, not cheapest. Trying to look, can't see. Yeah, it's tied. Tied with one other. $35 Gretzky. About average price. 8 off-centered. So, honestly, I paid pretty cheap on it. Probably $25. That's what I could do. Make us an offer on that. My bro will probably take it. I'm gonna move these around. Yeah, it's 7. Running down on it. Well, pulled another Mike Modano, rookie. So you got a couple of them in here. Make me a deal on the pair, and I'll probably take it. I got them $20 a piece. I can reasonably sell them for about 15 to 25 a piece. So honestly, I'll go 20 for the pair. Probably. I just pulled one, but I don't know what eBay comps will be like. But some of these cards will sell regardless. So. I don't know if you guys saw these cards here. Anthony Edwards, super cool card. This one is Marco Rossi, also great card. Minnesota bin, guys, $30 on Ant, 25 on Rossi, 40 for the pair, probably 45. Make us an offer somewhere in there. We'll counter, of course. Shoot. Grabbing the expensive case because specific reason for that. Hopefully this doesn't cut out because I don't know how much storage I got. Using the iPad this time because my phone screen broke today, so I got to go. I might be getting a new phone tomorrow, so hopefully to be fun. Just kidding. This is so much better. I used to work at a retail store. I won't say which one, but my assistant manager, loved her. She was awesome. Coworkers, loved my coworkers. They were so much fun. My boss, she was a little strict, so, it's kind of tough, but I absolutely love what I do now. I make so much more than what I did. I was reasonably making like $14 an hour pre-tax, and I was like, I hate this, and I'm like, I want to do something else. And I was looking for jobs. I was maybe going to go apply to Real Sports Cards, but I wasn't 18 at the time, so I was like, I don't know if I can do that because, not 18. Probably shouldn't. They don't hire anybody under 18, for good reason. Great reason. Search around. Then I started this. I'm like, my guy, Rum River Coin, Jason, go check him out. I'll leave it's my plug to him because he hooks me up with a lot of great coins, cards, everything, gives me great deals and stuff. So go check him out, Rum River Coin, Jason. So after doing a deal with him, trading a couple of coins worth like $4,000 for, actually I paid over $4,000 for the pair. Traded these 2 coins for like 100 graded cards and like 30,000 ungraded cards and stuff, and just started selling. So, I mean, without, like, that deal, I probably wouldn't be here. Before, we maybe had, like, 3,000 cards, about 30 graded. But this business has really expanded, it's really grown, and thank you guys, again, for your love and support, too. If you're new to the channel, we're still in the early steps, we don't have many subscribers, so, like, followers on TikTok, maybe a little over 1,000, and Instagram got a couple hundred. But here's the thing: we're still going a little small. So I mean, it's still the beginning. So like, shout out to those people, especially like those people up on the wall there. People that have been supporting us for a while. But also, shout out to you guys that are watching this for the first time, especially if you've made it this far. 15 minutes is crazy. But yeah. Pulled a few cards out of my weird card album that's back there. I've been throwing cards in there, but got this card here, like tobacco card, I think, but like I don't think it's like an actual card, but I don't know, like 1924, I believe. And I don't know if like I think this is original, and I don't know if the ones online are original because they list them for like $20, $10, and I'm like, is it like? You would think that's something that and it's weird because like for me, I'm like, yeah, antiques. I collect antiques and stuff, so I'm like, I know when stuff. It's like the most common thing I always hear is imagine, the history on this. It's like, well, I know a lot of the history. I know a lot of my items. I mean, I do know the history. It's like, but like something like this, it even catches me off guard when it's so cheap. Considering like stuff this early is always so expensive for cards. I don't even know if it's like it's players cigarettes. I don't know what it is. We got this all-time greats, Ted Lyons, Topps Grading Company, 61. What is this? Some I don't know, early 60s. $100 that one. Make me an offer. This is a CJ Stroud. I am sort of a CJ Stroud fan. Skybox, kind of cool. $100 on this. It's probably worth about 40, but if I got this grade at it, it's probably worth about 100 to 150. So it's pretty nice. I mean, my estimate probably about an 8 or a 9. Not the best in the world, but not the worst in the world. Yeah, probably 8 or 9, something like that. Something like that. So. Make me an offer. And, of course, my brother's most recent investment. I told him to invest in this, and there's a long story behind it. I'll just skip past that. $100 for, well, you guys saw that 62 Willie Mays. That's kind of rough condition. $35 on that, or $30 or whatever is on that card. Well, from the same year, we've got 62 Mickey Mantle. Almost bought a couple more Mickey Mantles. Yeah, look at that. It's going to be an MC or OC, definitely. But look at how beautiful that card is. My guess it's going to be like a 6 or a 7 miscut, off center, whatever. This card, $350 as is. After baseball season, so about the time I go off to college, probably October, I'm going to have my bro send this off through Real Sports Cards. And so it's probably going to be about, when it comes back, it's going to either ensure that it's at least like a $200 to $300 card, or even more. This card could be worth upwards of $800 to $1,000 if it grades out properly. I mean, if I get it like an 8 OC or MC, that's probably about a $1,000 card. Even a flat 7 without the MC or OC is about $1,000 or $1,200. I mean, like, this card, my estimate's at least like 400 to 800 on it. And as is, the way we would sell it, because we know we know it has some decent value. Reasonably, right now, what we would take on is about $250. If someone's interested, and that sounds high, but we're planning on sending off to get graded. So, it's another one of those things where it's like, if it doesn't sell, we're just not gonna, we're not going to deal with that too much. We're just going to send off to get it graded. But we got a couple more cards to show off. Shout out to my friend named Ben. I like to write with this pen, and both graded PSA 10, Lakers in 5. I thought that'd be funny. Both PSA 10s, LeBron James's got $55 a piece on them. I will do much better if you want to scoop these up. I will go down to probably 40 a piece, give or take. So yeah, give or take $5. I'll go $35 to $45 a piece, depending on if you want to pick both of them up. But yeah, cool cards, both 10s. Actually, let's do this again, but let's do it right. Show off that Sports Illustrated card. Actually, and before we do this, I'll show off that Shohei Ohtani that I will not shut up about. Hold off the wheel. Shohei Ohtani. It's kind of a cool card. I like this card. I think we've had like 2 or 3 of them. Okay. on sign, the wheel. Okay. Let's do this again. Shout out to my best friend Ben. Love to write with this pen. Not even kidding. Love to write with this pen. All graded 10s. Lakers in 5. That. 2 rookies. Of course, got the Sports Illustrated. And then I've got a UD Upper Deck rookie. And then I got the 2 recent 2019s. All 10s. Like, I'm not even kidding. They're all graded 10s. I don't recognize this grading company, but who did? One of my friends. Actually, my guy. My best worker, Andrew. I think he said he recognized this company. Someone did. WCG. I don't recognize them. I don't know. I don't, but other ones, PSAs, of course. You want to scoop them all up right now? I'll give you a hell of a price. I'll give you, $225. That's the best I could do. $225. Make me an offer. I'll post them on eBay. If you want to buy them on eBay, you pay shipping. I'll post them probably $230 reasonably. I gotta pay tax. I gotta pay percent. So I would do $230. You know, it kicks me out of a little bit of extra cash if you just if you didn't just do the deal like in person. But for you guys, I'll do $230 on eBay. DM me if you are interested in those cards. I'm gonna stretch this video to an hour. I'm gonna do it. We only have 3 or so minutes left, so I could come up with 3 minutes of content. But yeah. So make me an offer on that. Again, DM me if there's anything that you see that you have interest in. And I'll do my best. Post on eBay. We'll do some sort of whatnot. I might even do some starting bids just to get crap rolling. Starting bid $1 or whatever. Got a lot of gorgeous cards in the hockey card album too that we could do easily. eBay, I don't like eBay so much because, eBay is great, but, people are really cheap on there, and so people don't like to pay for things, that much. They'll offer the lowest value. But, yeah. One other thing, too. Actually, I just lost my train of thought. Whoops. Yeah. Whatnot will be fun. I'm looking forward to that. We'll do, some games and packs and stuff on Whatnot, so that'll be a ton of fun. Yeah, tell you what, another 500 in sales. If we did that, I'll, gotta get some cash rolling in, because I need cash for college, but get another 500 in sales, and if I remember, I'll go try to pick up some, basketball, or football, baseball, or hockey packs, and we'll actually crack them. I got boxes, almost, 11 full boxes of hockey card packs, but, there's almost 300 packs, but I'm not going to crack those. I'm just going to sell them. I bought them to sell them, not to crack. I don't know if you guys have realized, but cracking cards, cracking packs, it's gotten so expensive. I always caution people, especially with, Bedard Young Guns there, don't try to pull that card. Thing is, it's fun, cracking these packs, all these cool cards, but the honest truth behind it, if you're just after that card, just buy it. That sounds expensive, but the thing is, at $300 a box, and your odds of pulling one are 1 in 8.3 boxes, you'll spend $2,500 on these boxes, where now you can buy a 10 for $600 or $700, maybe $800, right? So just buy the cards. It's usually cheaper. I was looking at even just 90 cards, which is the most I've seen, 90 card boxes, newer ones where you can't really pull crap. Those things are $30, and I'm complaining about it. Some of you guys are I'll go spend $30 on a box, but I'm well, I get all these things for cheap, and I just look through them and I find what's best, and I go and try to sell it, but economic standpoint, it's so expensive. But so buy the cards you want to buy is my advice. Otherwise, if you have fun cracking the packs, that's a whole nother thing. We're rounding up on an hour here, so I'm getting tired. You guys have been on here for about an hour. I mean, you guys could have chose to watch a movie. You guys could have chose to hang out with the family, but you chose to watch me, so I am honored. If you made it this far, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, hit that notification bell, like this video, comment, whatever is on your mind. I love to hear from you guys. Also check out TikTok, Instagram, soon to be Whatnot, eBay, all those, YouTube, of course, at XF Sports Cards. But without further ado, I should just end this video. Alright, peace.